Hi everyone, welcome back. Today on my channel, we're going to be making a side dish called Pierogi Casserole. It's made with lasagna noodles. I've never made this, and but the recipe I found looks like it'd be really delicious. So stay tuned for that. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Just go ahead and hit that thumb right now, and hit the bell icon so you're notified of all the videos I upload. So let's get into the pierogi casserole. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring to a boil some water, and we're going to be cooking our lasagna noodles. I'm just making an 8x8 pan, but you can double this recipe and put it in a 9x13 by doubling it, okay? So I'm going to cook 5 lasagna noodles because the actual recipe calls for 8 ounces, and this box is 16 ounces, so I'm going to divide it into fourths, and that's approximately. I'm going to go ahead and break them like that. Okay, they take about 10 minutes to cook. That one broke a little bit. Stir them a little bit, make sure they keep separated. I usually put just a drop of oil in my water. I didn't on this, but I do usually put a little dash of salt in my water just to season the pasta. And then in the meantime, we're going to use 1 packet of instant potatoes and just make them as the recipe calls on the package. Open those up and set them there. So to this pan, I'm going to add 2 cups of water, get it boiling. Put my 2 cups back there. We're going to get our oven preheating to 350. We're going to use 4 tablespoons of butter melted to grease our 8x8 pan. Well, I'm going to only use 2 tablespoons because we're halving the recipe. We're going to pull these off. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing over here. And we're going to stir these in. There's our instant mashed potatoes. I'm going to put them in a bowl. That way it stops them from cooking anymore, I think. I'm going to just put them in a bowl for now. Set them aside. I've heated my butter. Just about melted. There might be a little bit of it in there. It's not melted, but it's okay. I'm going to drain my lasagna noodles. Then into this little skillet, we're going to melt 4 tablespoons of butter. That's my oven. And we're going to saute some onions in there. All I have is this little bit left of my frozen onion, so in it goes. That's it. That'll be what it'll be, right? And we're going to saute the onions in all this delicious butter, which looks to be way too much butter for this little bit of onion. But if you have the correct amount of onion, you'll be good. The recipe actually calls for a large onion, so you can use half a large onion and you would be fine with the 4 tablespoons of butter. Soften them up. Take those off the heat. I'm going to add some pepper to my potatoes. Okay. And I think we're about ready to assemble. Okay, first we're going to pour this in the bottom of our... casserole dish. And this is my new little glass measuring cup that I got off Amazon. It's got a really nice V-shaped spout, so it's easier to pour the liquids. And it is microwavable. It's that borosilicate glass, I think you pronounce it. They say it's less easier to break. So I will, that link in the description box below. And just a disclaimer, if you do purchase anything through my link, I do get a little commission. Okay, so we're going to layer our noodles in the bottom, half of them. Ooh, and they are hotty. So we have a total of, we're going to put that like that. We have a total of 5 to use on each layer. Okay, so we have our noodles, and then we're going to put some onions on it. Our little bit of onions that we have. Shake what we have on there. And like I said, you will need a half a large onion, diced, if you want to even put it in yours. But we do know that a little onion adds some flavoring. So let's disperse that a little better. After the onions, we're going to add our potatoes. Get these spread out in here kind of even. I hope you're all doing great out there today. And if any of you need a prayer or a special blessing coming your way, prayer, just drop me a line in the comments and let me know. You don't even have to be specific on what it is you need prayer for. And I will just pray for you. We all have to lift each other up these days. And now we're going to add the rest of our lasagna noodles. Layer that in like so. I'd like to get those all covered. This one's really doesn't need a whole one over the top. Let's see if I can half it. There we go. Okay, let me take this back off. I forgot to add a little shredded cheese to the top of my potatoes. So we're going to take some shredded cheddar cheese. First time I made this, I make mistakes. I'm always saying, you can learn from me, definitely. Learn what not to do. I think I'm okay. All right, we're going to add that right there. Then we're going to place back our noodles. And then on the top, we're going to add some more shredded cheddar cheese. So let's not skimp on any cheese on the top, okay? We're going to add this in. Give it a little fiesta blend. But if you have just sharp cheddar or triple cheddar, I would probably just use all that. You don't have to buy the different kinds. I just happen to run out and happen to have extra that I can use. Let's pop it in to our oven and bake 20 minutes. And it's baking on 350 degrees. Okay, out she comes. Ooh, smelling good. Let's get you a close-up. Let's let it cool for about 10 minutes probably before I try to cut it, or I'll burn my mouth. And then we'll be back for a taste test. Ooh, smells good. Oh, there's lots of cheese in there. I like it. The chewy of the noodle and the creamy mashed potatoes in the middle with the cheese. I've never had this before. I know what a pierogi is. Like, it's usually noodles and they have something soft in the middle, I think. I'm not even sure. I've never had it. But this is really good. Now, I think I could have added more cheese. That definitely needed to be cover all your noodles with a good thick layer of cheese. You know, cheese never hurts. But yeah, I really like it. It's good. It's a good side dish. Something different. I know my husband probably even like this. He likes noodles. He likes mashed potatoes and cheese. So you give it a try. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.